Alright, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Alright, and Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Barakatham to all the brothers out there. Alright, we're going to jump right into the scriptures. Alright, because right now the time we're living in is a time of war. That's the vibration that's on the planet Earth. Alright, we're not living in a time of peace. Alright, we live in a time of great sorrows and mournings. Alright, because the Lord's about to visit the earth. Because, like the scripture said, everybody on the earth has walked in great pride, all right? And now the Most High is going to come and humble the people on the earth. And it's been happening for the last couple of months now, all right? You see, the other day they had an earthquake over there in New Zealand, all right? All those riots and seditions over there in the Middle East. That's the signs of the time of the Most High making his debut through his son, all right, to destroy the wicked. All right, get the one in Ecclesiastes first.
Alright, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. Let me start at verse 8.
Yeah.
It says, a time to love.
Right, a time to love. Matter of fact, start from to everything is a season. Start from the top.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right.
It says, a time to be born.
Right, a time to be born, because we all was born, all right? Our mothers and father had sex, and we came through that act of sex, all right? Continue.
And a time to die.
And a time to die, right? Because everybody has an end, all right? The only thing that's not going to have an end is going to be the kingdom of heaven. Continue.
A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Right, a time to plant, all right? You're going to sow your fruits, your grape seeds or corn, and when the harvest comes, it's time for you to pluck. Continue.
A time to kill and a time to heal.
All right, a time to kill. Right now we're living in a time to kill, all right? Kill according to the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Because the vibration on the earth is war, all right? Continue.
It says a time,
and it's time to heal our people, all right, through the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. The elect is being healed right now. Continue.
A time to break down and a time to build up.
Right, a time to break down. We breaking down all the lies that the so-called white man has perpetrated through the whole entire earth, and we building it up the right way through the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Continue.
A time to weep and a time to laugh.
Right, a time to weep and a time to laugh. Right now, we're in a time of weeping. Even though we do laugh, but the scripture tell you, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, all right? So don't get it twisted because you see us laughing that we're happy about the situation that we're in. All right, now's the time to weep, all right? Because the Lord is about to judge this earth. Continue.
It says, a time to mourn and a time to dance.
Right, a time to mourn and a time to dance, alright? Now is not the time to be fucking dancing, alright? Because if you out here dancing, going to clubs, you're going to get caught up out there. Because the scripture tells you that it's better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting. Because right now, it's time to humble ourselves and pray to the Most High that He deliver us from this destruction, alright?
A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together.
Alright, continue.
A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing.
Right, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. Right, now is not the time to be embracing everybody. Right, the only people we're supposed to be embracing is the elect of the nation of Israel. If you're not down for this truth, all right, if you're not down the way it's taught by the elders of Great Millstone, the correct way, all right, we're not supposed to welcome you into our circles. All right, we're supposed to basically tell your ass to get lost.
Don't give them Godspeed.
Right, like the brother said, don't give them Godspeed, or we be partakers of their wickedness. Continue.
A time to get and a time to lose.
Right, continue.
A time to keep and a time to cast away.
Right, continue.
A time to rend and a time to sow.
Continue.
A time to keep silence and a time to speak.
Right. Now is not the time for us to keep silent. Now is the time for us to speak the word of the Most High. All right, to warn the people. The scripture tells you, show my people their transgressions. All right, so when all the destruction happens, you won't say that it's something that just happened by accident. And that day you're going to know that there was prophets among you, and that it's the Lord Himself that's bringing this destruction, all right? All right, all these things about, oh, you're an atheist, I wonder if God exists. After this destruction, just like the way the Most High was magnified after we left Egypt, He's going to be magnified that same way. All right, in that day, the vibration of the Lord is going to be stronger on the earth. All right, everybody's going to know that there's a God, and that He's the God of the Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and that He's not a so-called white man, like you see right here. He's not a so-called white man, but what? He's a so-called black man according to the Bible. All right, and everybody on the earth is going to know that. Continue.
It says, a time to love and a time to hate.
Right, a time to love and a time to hate. All right, right now we in a time to hate. Hate everybody who's against this word. The correct way. If you don't believe that Cornelius is an Israelite, then we supposed to hate you, right? Because you none of the Most Highs, right? If you don't want to hear that the Israelite foreigners are the Gentiles that's gonna receive salvation, we supposed to hate you, all right? Continue.
It says, a time to love and a time to hate,
right.
A time of war and a time of peace.
Right, that's the scripture I wanted. It's the time for war and a time for peace. Right now, we're not living in a time of peace. When's the true peace gonna come? When America's destroyed? Because all y'all people want this hand across America. We are the world. We are the children, and all this bullshit. Y'all want peace on the earth. The only way peace is gonna come to the earth if the so-called white man's put in subjection. All right, hold that and get Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and start the first verse. All right, this scripture gonna tell you how it's gonna be peace on earth. All right, by the white man being put under the rule of the righteous, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the elect of the nation of Israel.
This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. I'm sorry, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
Right, the scripture said the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. All right, it didn't say the Lord's gonna have mercy on the other nations. It said on Jacob, and Jacob is interchangeable with Israel. All right, so the Lord's gonna have mercy on the nation of Israel and nobody else. All right, continue.
It says, and set them in their own land.
Right, and set them in their own land.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Oh. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
Right, the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Judah all the way down to Issachar. The Lord's going to choose us. But mainly, on this side, he's going to choose the elect. All right, the 144,000 and 1/3. Continue.
It says, and set them in their own land.
Right, and set them in their own land. So the Most High is going to set us in our rightful land, or our rightful place, which is the land of Canaan, which was changed to Israel. All right, over there in the Middle East. All right, so those people over talking about in 1948, they was implanted into that land, talking about they're the real Jews. That's not according to prophecy. All right, because the Lord said He's going to set us in our own land. All right, continue.
It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
Right, and the strangers, and this strangers, not to be confused with the other nations, is talking about the other Israelites, all right? The Israelite foreigners. That's who's gonna be joined unto us, all right? Because it's two different types of strangers. Like when you read in Isaiah 60, and said a stranger shall build up our walls, that's talking about the other nations. But this, now you don't gotta get it, but these strangers is talking about the Israelite foreigners. All right, if you can't understand that, it wasn't meant for you.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right, continue.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right, and the people shall take them. Take who? Take the so-called white man and the other nations and bring them to their place, which is over there in the Middle East, the land of Israel. All right.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Right, and the house of Israel shall possess you other nations, beginning with the so-called white man, the land of the Lord, which is the land of Israel.
For servants and handmaids.
Right, for servants and handmaids. So what's that talking about? Slavery.
Yep.
All right, slavery for all you other nations, beginning with the so-called white man, and not the good type, because there ain't no such thing as a good slavery. But what we went through is gonna pale in comparison to what you so-called white people went through. Right, the hell we're gonna put on you is gonna make our captivity seem sweet, and we went through nothing but hell. Continue. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. Verse 6, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to recompense tribulation.
Right, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation. The word recompense means to pay back. Re is the prefix which means back, and compense means to pay. Alright, seeing is a righteous thing with the Most High to pay back tribulation. Alright, and what's the tribulation? Feeding our kids to alligators. Alright, hanging, lynching us, raping our daughters, raping our sons, alright, bringing us over here in captivity, oppressing us through wages, and false imprisonment. Alright, that's tribulation. The Most High says a righteous thing to recompense tribulation, to pay back those tribulations. Alright, continue.